In the following sneak peek into the Flux student office hours, I'm walking Rob through the process of using cart sorting method to figure out which content the website should have and how to turn that into a sitemap. This is a process and a tool that every web designer should be familiar with. So check this out.
So basically I'm working on a project and we had a kickoff yesterday. It's a startup and it's quite a complicated service. And I'm kind of struggling how to refine all of the information that they have as to what they would like described into something on the website. And also then distilling what they would like versus what I think they should have, and how to combine those two things, and whether it should be them telling me what they would like on the site or me telling them what I think should be on it. Distilling a lot of information down into not very much, and who decides what the content should be.
Okay, so are you talking about content strategy, as in
Yeah.
what content, pages, sections we should have on the website, or the messaging, like what sentence best describe your value proposition and that kind of thing?
I think starting out with the content and then going into the messaging.
What kind of kickoff did you have? Like what happened there?
So we had an hour and a half meeting. We've tried to do the kickoff twice before, but for one reason or another, they had stuff on. It wasn't a good time. So I kind of knew quite a lot already before the actual official kickoff yesterday. And so the kickoff was me finding out like specifically what they do, what they want out of the site, the problems they'd like it to solve, who their ideal customer is, their different personas, the features they'd like the site to have, that kind of thing.
Okay. And have you went through some kind of a site mapping brainstorm?
I think their sitemap will be fairly simple. We kind of did it. We didn't have a tool. We just were like, I said to them, I think a homepage, a contact page, an about us page, and a how it works is most useful, because it shouldn't be overcomplicated. But the question is like how to the strategy of the content on those 4 pages, specifically the homepage, because they also have two kind of personas of who they're talking to. So for context, they connect buyers of foods from forests to sellers of foods in forests, and make the supply chain transparent and traceable, so you can comply with sustainability regulations.
Fantastic. Okay. So in essence, they are not a marketplace, but they do have two different customer
Yeah,
types.
they're kind of a marketplace,
They are a marketplace. Yeah. Okay.
but also like regulatory and transparency and compliance.
Okay. That's interesting. First of all, let's talk about what you should be doing. Now, it's fun and ideal to, when I said site mapping, in site mapping, sitemap is not necessarily just what pages are on the website. Site mapping is actually, let me show you what I would do. I just recorded the demo of this today, actually, but we can really quickly do this right now. So I'm opening up a Fig Jamboard. For me, a lot of times I would first do a branding process that would have a discovery and strategy session about the personas and their service, but that's not website specific. It's about the company so that I can help them create a brand. So there's a whole session, and the whole discovery process and the whole output of that is a strategy or maybe a brand presentation. And then we do another phase, which is a website kickoff, right? And in the website kickoff, we talk specifically about the goals of the website. Within there, I already know who the company is. I already know their persona. I already know their customers, their value proposition. But now we're talking about the website. Like, what are the goals for the website? What are we trying to do here? We look at references together. And then I try to have on that meeting this brainstorming section. Again, this doesn't have to take a lot of time. If you give them 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes to list out these things, and then you do another 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes together organizing it, then that's it, right? It's not a lot of time. Now, if you're busy and stuff like that, you can do this ahead of time and send it to them with access to either edit or comment, and then just you do the heavy lifting for them.
Yeah, I think doing it with them, I mean, I've spent already a good amount of time trying to figure out what I think they would put, and it would just be easier to ask them. If
Yeah.
if you said you would use the branding part to inform the website part. If you didn't do the branding part, how would you make sure that you get to know the well, you would have to make sure you
No,
get to
I
know
wouldn't. I would never do this on the discovery session. I
okay.
wouldn't do this as a discovery session because discovery is you learning. Okay, you just asking questions and listening. This is already implementation of that knowledge, which is brainstorming second. And your knowledge about the company plays a part here because you've heard what the service is, and so you have an opinion about what should be on the website. So again, this happens after the discovery.
Okay.
Now, again, if I would start from scratch, I would clarify that we should have two sessions together. You're now, if you're now like mid process and saying, hey guys, I need another 30-minute or 1 hour of your time, if you feel that's inappropriate,
We have a
then
meeting on Monday, so it's not.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So that's great. So set them up, and you can in a way give them a little bit of homework, set the expectation. Here's what we're going to do on Monday, right? We're going to perhaps review some websites of either competitors or website that you think are a good reference. So bring each of you, bring please 2 or 3 websites that you think are good so that you can show it to me and explain to me why do you think they're good. And then we're going to do a session together where we're going to talk about the content, what content we need to have on the website. It's going to be interactive. We're going to work on this together. And the output of this is that we're going to have a sitemap, which is the structure of the whole website, like what pages and what content we should have on the website.
That's what I needed to know. That's very, very helpful. Yeah, I think I was trying to fit all of that into the first call. And I actually got through halfway through the discovery call, and we were talking about different pages, and I was like, actually, I don't really feel like I understand what you do. So we spent some more time on that,
Yeah.
which is why it needs its own session. Okay,
Yep.
that's
Yep.
very helpful. Thank you.